Hey, what's up, everybody? Since intermittent fasting has gotten really big lately, I get this question all the time. My name is Raquette Stroud. I'm a nutrition and fitness counselor, and I want to go over what is fasting safe, what's a no-go, and kind of what is the gray area. I'm going to give you my opinion on it, and there might be people out there that fight me on that, but take it for what it's worth. Okay, so fasting safe. Obviously, water is gonna be a go. There's a lot of people that do water fasts. I've done a 7-day water fast. I've actually done an 8-day water fast, and it's amazing. You feel great, but we'll save that for a whole other video. Green tea, because of the EGCG, and the metabolic effect, is really awesome because it mobilizes fatty acids. Coffee, as long as it's black coffee, if you're not adding things to it, then it's fasting safe. Most teas, you guys, are going to be fasting safe. Let's jump over here. Obviously, no, I didn't write it on there. Ooh, sorry. So obviously, a lot of your herbal teas are going to be a no-go because there's fruit in them, and the fructose is going to elicit an insulin response, so it's not a fasting. Zevia. So is actually okay, you guys. Some people, will say no, but it really is fasting safe. I'm not saying this is a good move. I'm not talking about health here. I know I'm going to get a lot of haters because there is aspartame in diet soda, but diet soda does not elicit an insulin response. I will say this, there are some people that are very, very sensitive to some of the sweeteners, especially aspartame, and that may elicit an insulin spike from them. But for the most part, diet soda fits in the category of fasting safe. Again, let me mention, I don't think it's in the healthy category. Carbonation, so carbonated water would be okay to do. And then save this for later. So we're going to jump over here. You guys, your MCTs, I don't know why I wrote that on there. Your MCTs are a no-go. Obviously, that's why I wrote that on there. Technically, when we talk about fat, there's 9 calories per gram of fat. But in MCTs, there's only 8, but still it's going to affect the metabolism. So coconut oil is a no-go. It's going to break a fast. Cream. If you put any creamers in your coffee, it's going to break your fast. And so bulletproof coffee, I get that question almost on a daily basis. Is bulletproof coffee okay? You guys, it's got ghee, it's got butter, it's got MCTs. So yes, it's going to break a fast. The only coffee that is allowed as far as fasting safe is going and keep you in a fasted state is going to be just black coffee. Bone broth. I know I'm not a coffee drinker. I know a lot of you out there aren't coffee drinkers. And so sometimes you're replacing your coffee for bone broth. But bone broth is a protein. It has collagen. It's going to break a fast. So now let me say this though, you guys, one of the most crucial things after you've done a fast, especially your intermittent fast, and you can, when you start this, sometimes you got to start pushing that back. Those of you that are just starting this process, you may be only able to go till 9 in the morning. If you're used to having a shake or eating at 6 a.m., then pushing it back to 9 is going to be good for you. And then after you do go with that, you're going to push it back to 10 and so on and so forth. Pretty soon as your body gets into ketosis, and one of the effects, and I would say benefits of ketosis, is you're not hungry. You don't crave anything. So all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's noon and 1 and I'm not hungry. So you can end up pushing that back. Now, one of the best things when you break your fast, your body is readily going to accept the nutrition of whatever you break your fast with. And so bone broth, you're going to hear me talk about bone broth all the time. It is so good for everything. And the collagen, I'm just seeing a lot of digestive disorders right now in my practice. So I see a lot of leaky gut syndrome, a lot of irritable bowel, just lots of different problems. And bone broth, we call it the heal and seal. It has the ability to go in and heal and seal the digestive lining in the digestive tract. And so bone broth is an excellent way to break your fast when you are deciding to break your fast, but it does break fast. Okay, so BCAAs. Leucine is actually one of your amino acids that will spike insulin. And so a lot of people, especially my bodybuilders, they are going in the gym and drinking their BCAAs and thinking they're still in a fasted state, and you're not. Now, let's jump back over to here. Creatine is not going to break a fast, believe it or not. Leucine will, creatine won't. There's no metabolic effect there. Guys, I wrote half of my words out and didn't finish. So, okay, so NO2 will actually not break a fast, or you can do beta alanine. So some of your amino acids are going to be good to go. And glutamine is actually one that's awesome. It's not going to break a fast. So that's the difference with your, amino acids, your BCAAs. And so the leucine, the reason that you can't use that is because it's just an anabolic, creates an anabolic response. So it does break fast. Okay, stevia is not going to break a fast. Sucralose, believe it or not, is not going to break a fast. I don't know. Oh, I did write it on here. So Truvia is, and I just, did a little abbreviation here, but I always pronounce this wrong, but erythritol is a no-go. It will break a fast. So when we're looking at sweeteners, stevia, sucralose is okay. Truvia is going to break a fast. Okay, so just look at your labels. I'm not a huge fan of exogenous ketones because if people really struggle, when they're first trying to shift gears and go into ketosis and train their body how to metabolize fat and turn it into ketones, exogenous ketones can be helpful. But I'm just a firm believer that if you just let your body do it on its own, it's going to do it. A lot of times people are, getting out their urine sticks and they're so excited because they, pee on their keto sticks and it starts to go purple and they've been drinking exogenous ketones and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm in ketosis, when in all actuality, you're just spilling the ketones that you've drank in your exogenous ketones. So you want to induce nutritional ketosis. That's my goal with people. And so you guys, some of your oils, so CBD oil, I'm finding a lot of people are using that and it's a no-go. It will break fast. Now let's talk about the gray area. Apple cider vinegar. It's one of my most favorite things to get in people's bodies because there's so many health benefits from that. Now for me, yes, it does have a calorie. You're going to look on the label and you're going to be like, Riquette, I have a lot of people fight me on that. Oh my gosh, it does break a fast. But all the benefits with the acetic acid that actually just help the metabolism, it really, really helps you get into a deeper fast. And so I say fasting safe, but I know there's a lot of people out there that would say, no, it breaks a fast. There's some of those cleansing or fasting Nazis that put that in that category. But it stops the glucose transaction. And so I think it's awesome. You can just do it on a fast. Here's another one, lemon juice. When you're doing natural lemons and squeeze it in your water, same thing. The benefits outweigh any response metabolically that you would end up having. So I put it in the safe category. So all these things in the gray area are things that I would tell my patients and clients that they're safe to do when they're intermittent fasting, but I might get people that fight me on that one. Okay, so pre-workouts. Some do, some don't. So let's talk about the difference. And so, obviously the ones that have carbohydrates in them are going to elicit an insulin response. And so it pulls you out of the fasting mode. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's kind of like a glare. Okay. And so your beta alanine is okay. Caffeine, some of your pre-workouts that have the caffeine or the arginine, but let's talk about this. So your protein powder, you guys, obviously that's going to pull you out of a fast. You can't put that in the fasting category, but I know a lot of people do. And nicotine, some people that do nicotine, they think that's not breaking their fast, but it is. Okay. So you guys, that is it on your fasting. So what you want to do is just, the reason we're doing intermittent fasting is because it just does a really, really great job to help you improve your insulin sensitivity. So when you mix a ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting, it's just like the perfect storm, because it's giving you a longer, anytime we go longer than 3 to 4 hours without eating, your body is kicking out massive amounts of human growth hormone, HGH, and it just does such a great job at laying down lean muscle tissue, metabolizing stored fat and helping your body burn fat. And so it's just helpful. Anyways, you guys, all my hugs and loves. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and just see if you can bump that back a little bit longer every day and make sure that your fast is going a little bit longer. And when you're ready for a full day or a 2-day fast, you can do that. And I'll even do it with you. Just call me and let me know. But so healthy for the body when your body starts to go into autophagy. I'll do another whole video on that, but that's just when you're fasting and your body starts to eat off its dead sick cells. So keep going for your fasting, push your windows back a little bit longer, and hopefully you'll feel fabulous. Have a great day.